James Sr. was born on December 30, 1984, in the United States. He is a professional basketball player. He now plays for the NBA's Los Angeles Lakers. Some people call him King James because he is thought to be one of the best basketball players of all time. Let's see how LeBron went from homeless to a billionaire. With 10 appearances in the NBA Finals, he is third all-time among players who have played in the event. Between 2011 and 2018, he made 8 straight appearances to the finals. James went to high school in his city of Akron, Ohio, where he played basketball for St. Vincent St. Mary High School. He was praised by the local news media as a possible future NBA star. He went straight from high school to the pros after the Cleveland Cavaliers picked him up with the first pick in the 2003 NBA lottery. LeBron James quickly became the best basketball player by winning the Most Valuable Player award in 2009 and again in 2010. LeBron's childhood and adolescence. LeBron James was born in the city of Akron, in the state of Ohio, on December 30, 1984. When LeBron was a little boy, his mother got him a small basketball hoop and a hoop to play with. He would play with it for hours. Soon after, basketball became the most important thing in LeBron's life. When he was old enough to play for his elementary school, he quickly became a very good player. When LeBron was a student at St. Vincent St. Mary High School, he was the youngest player in the school's history to be named to the USA Today All-USA First Team. When he finished high school, he got a lot of awards and honors. He won the Gatorade National Player of the Year award during his junior year. Around this time, people started calling him King James, a name that he kept for the rest of his life. When he was still in high school, James was on the cover of both Slam magazine and Sports Illustrated. Everyone in the NBA knew that LeBron would become a well-known name. In 2003, LeBron James was picked by the Cleveland Cavaliers with the first overall pick in the National Basketball Association draft. During his first season, when he was only 19, he set a record by getting 40 points in a single game. At the same age, he was named Rookie of the Year, making him the youngest player ever to get this title. It's important to add that he has also played basketball for the U.S. Olympic team, where he won bronze and gold medals in 2004 and 2008. LeBron James and the Miami Heat won the NBA championship in both 2012 and 2013. In both games, the Most Valuable Player award was given to him. How much money LeBron James has. American basketball star and billionaire LeBron James is thought to have a net worth of $1.5 billion. After setting the high school basketball world on fire, LeBron James was picked first overall in the 2003 NBA draft by his hometown team, the Cleveland Cavaliers. From 2003 to 2010, LeBron James played in the National Basketball Association for the Cleveland Cavaliers. His next step was to play for 4 years with the Heat in Miami. In 2012 and 2013, he led the Heat to the NBA Finals, which they won. During that time, he played basketball for the Cleveland Cavaliers, who won that championship. The Los Angeles Lakers were able to get him in 2018, and he has been playing for them ever since. In the year 2020, he was a key part of Los Angeles' title run. LeBron James is one of the National Basketball Association players who gets paid the most. LeBron is one of the highest paid and most well-known people in the world, whether he is playing hoops or not. In addition to the $60 to $90 million a year he makes from endorsements, he has a $1 billion lifetime deal with Nike. Because of his fame and wealth, he was able to build a large business company by putting money into new businesses when they were just starting out. He has a share in the Liverpool Football Club, or LFC, because he has money in it. How has LeBron James been able to make so much money? James has made almost $900 million from endorsements and other companies that have nothing to do with the NBA. This makes him the highest paid player in the NBA overall. His work with the Spring Hill Business, a development and production company he started with Maverick Carter, has made him a billionaire more than anything else. LeBron James's life and work. Rich Paul of Clutch Sports is the guy who works for James. Aaron Goodwin was his first agent until 2005, when Leon Rose took over. Rose worked with Henry Thomas, another CAA firm that handled NBA stars Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, to bring LeBron James to the Miami Heat in 2010. James left CAA in 2012 so that he could start working with Paul. After James left Goodwin, he went into business with his childhood friends Paul, Maverick Carter, and Randy Mims under the name LRMR, which is a sports marketing firm. In addition to marketing The Decision, LRMR is also responsible for marketing James. In 2006, the Cavaliers and LeBron James came to an agreement on a $60 million three-year contract extension instead of the maximum four-year deal. This made him a free agent at the end of the 2010 season, which meant he could look for a new contract with a bigger annual salary. James has made it a habit to negotiate contracts with shorter terms in the past so that he could make more money and have more freedom. Because of this, the Heat were able to reach a deal with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. Mark Termini, Paul's NBA agent, came up with a way to persuade Paul not to sign new contracts at the end of each season. This let Paul take advantage of the fact that the NBA pay cap was going up and make more money. In 2016, he was the highest-paid player in the league for the first time in his career. He was able to do this because he signed a three-year deal with the Cavaliers. Several well-known brands have signed marketing deals with him, including Audemars Piguet, Beats by Dre, Coca-Cola, and Dunkin' Donuts. He has also done business with companies like Nike and State Farm. LeBron James' personal life. James married his high school friend Savannah Brinson on September 14, 2013. In the city of San Diego, California. They have a girl named Zori and two boys named Bronny and Bryce. During the time he was in the band Heat, James lived in Coconut Grove, where he paid $9 million for a house with a view of Biscayne Bay. In November of 2015, James bought a house in the Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles. It was 9,350 square feet and had an East Coast style. About $21 million was spent on the house. James bought a second home in Brentwood for $23 million in December of 2017. In January 2009, doctors at the Cleveland Clinic saw a bump on the right side of James's jaw. The results of James's test showed that he had a benign tumor in his jaw, specifically in his parotid gland. Because of this, he had to have a 5-hour surgery on June 2, 2009, after the Cavaliers' run in the 2009 NBA playoffs ended, to get rid of the tumor. During an interview for the show 60 Minutes on March 29, 2009, James said that Bryant was the best player in the NBA at the time. The interview was with writer Stephen Croft. James told the public in 2015 that he was upset that he couldn't play against Bryant in the 2009 NBA Finals. James has said that he didn't do what he said he would do in 2009, which was to let the fans and us play each other in the finals. I know very well that everyone wants to see it. We all wanted it, and so did I. I feel bad that I couldn't keep up my end of the deal while he did so perfectly. I hate the fact that it did not happen. James stopped Carmelo Anthony from being swept away in the Bahamas, where he was being pulled by the wind. At the time, Dwayne Wade and Chris Paul were on a boat trip in the Bahamas. In March of 2020, Anthony shared a live video to Instagram in which he talked about the event. People say that James spends $1.5 million a year on personal cooks, trainers, and physical therapy for his healing. This is part of his commitment to living a healthy life. People would think that it was unusual for an athlete of his level to work out and eat the way he does. Tristan Thompson said that LeBron James ends every meal with dessert. And Kyle Korver said that James's training program is the best in the NBA. James thinks that having a glass of wine every night is good for his heart, so he always pours himself a glass before bed. Thanks for watching this video.